Hey, y'all! This is episode Unlucky 13. We got a buddy Lockett down there. He's down there in Lake Charles. Desean Lockett, the man, the myth, the legend, the Titans fan. Thank God it's not them. Who's that Louisiana team?
Hey.
Ooh,
that horrible team down there. They still even got a team.
Hey, listen. First and foremost, at least the uniforms look good, okay? And that's what it's all about. Good looking uniforms. Okay? No one looks for records anymore. It's about the good looking uniforms, all right? So,
and then we got Jason Fox up there in his mom's spare room. He was worried that he was going to have to move today.
To the other spare room.
Hey, shout out
closer to the router.
It'll be a terrible day to move. It's kind of cold, brother. So yeah.
Oh no, he almost had to move to the other spare room so that he could be closer to the internet.
A little closer to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you know.
So, Roomy,
what's up, Roomy?
Lockett,
Roomy.
I don't think a lot of people understand. I always say, "Yo, Roomy," and they're like, "The fuck?" And I'm like, "No." I had this dude in Afghanistan. We went from 8-man JP medium tents to I don't know what they were, like just some buildings.
Some shacks that were built.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, You walk into a room and then it was split into 2 rooms.
But it was ours, brother. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing. It was ours.
Motherfucker was the cleanest room in that building.
Hey, so hey, Roomy, we gotta dispel the myth out the gate right now, okay?
I know where you're going.
I heard, and you know what I'm saying, and I need you because I don't know. Hey, Brucey, what you like somewhat like in charge of me or something, whatever. I heard that I was told I didn't like white people. Where did that come from?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? I got told just the opposite. I don't like black people.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea where that came from.
Lockett's talking about, because I don't know what the exact situation was, because I was like, we were moving from the tents to the building, and that's I forget who I think my original roommate was going to be Holden, because we were
Holden. Oh God.
But oh my God, he texts his stutter. He used to, but I was approached by 2 platoon sergeants, another upper echelon, a sergeant first class fucker, and
who could that be?
Mr. $43 himself. And
really?
Yeah, and it was
$43 about.
First, we'll get there.
Okay.
No, we'll get into that.
But they were like, are you going to be cool with them? You're white. And I'm like, what? Like, I wasn't, I knew Lockett. I didn't know him, but it was like,
I was a fucking legend. I mean,
he's just a guy.
Coolest guy ever. Like,
yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think it was because of that situation of who it was with, and that person made it seem like the only reason y'all even got into it was because of that, because he knows he was in the wrong.
Oh yeah.
I got me.
Yeah. But Mr. $43, I'll let Bruce take the $43.
Remember we got back and Mr. $43 got in that new H3 or H2 or whatever it was after he sent back the sweatshirts because they were horrible and whatnot, and we're gonna get. I never got my $43.
Wait a minute. Who had the H2?
Same guy who had a Camaro and then got another one.
Yeah, same Camaro guy.
The trash Camaro. Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mr. $43.
Yeah. He was at the top.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of us all.
Yeah.
Hey, in this Bidenomics, man, you got to get your $43.
Yeah. Hey. Telling you.
So I hear, you know what I'm saying, the top guy might have, you know what I'm saying, he's a star now. So who knows? You probably can get your $43.
Listen,
that's all I want. All I want is what that fellow owes me.
This time next year, this podcast is going to be everywhere. And we ain't going to need that fucking $43. We're just going to.
Oh, no. That's There's no need or want. That fella owes me.
Hey, I'm just saying, who's afraid of this guy? I mean, if FCC regulate any of this shit, or like, what are we talking about?
YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube does.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Heat is too high.
there's there's the basic rules.
Hey, it's like,
Mhm.
what are you gonna do to me? So
You got to find me.
yeah,
I lost myself.
So that whole little experience over there was life changing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't know, how people can hide some stuff. They ain't sit too well with me.
Shovel a lot straight up under the rug.
Yeah,
Is this what we were talking about the other day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it evolves.
Uh-oh,
I mean,
Bruce,
I don't want to say
yeah.
too much. Had something to do with somebody leaving us. And yeah, that part. Yeah,
Huh.
Certain convoy.
Hmm.
Yeah, that part.
You guys would know that. I was record team. You guys
I think
needed
I know
me.
the
You
exact
call, I
what you're
haul.
talking about.
Yeah. And it involved a certain platoon sergeant.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it involves a CAB.
Yeah. And just for the record, I think I was the only one that didn't get one. I was there. So yeah. Never understood that, but yeah. Yeah. So
See,
for the people who know, yeah, I was the guy there. Me. Yeah.
out of everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
So Roomy, we need
Yeah.
people. We need people to give. We can't give you a proper introduction, even though we're 10 minutes into this. So you started out from the great state where they cook the best in Louisiana.
Oh no.
Hey, listen,
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to be exact, brother.
crawfish
Ugh.
and Cajun pussy. Nothing like it.
Absolutely. And
Enough said.
let's not forget,
Podcast over. 100,000 views
let's
right
not
there.
forget also water, the drinking water, the tap water. It's so good, so filtered. Say you can drink it out the faucet. Nothing like it.
Yeah,
Nowhere on earth. Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
That's what they said in Flint, Michigan. I'm just saying.
Okay, stop. All right. So we have a little cheat code that's filtered through the Gulf of Mexico. It's a lot salty. You lather up real good. So if you ever stop in Baton Rouge, take a shower anywhere, you'll notice how good the lather is and how good your skin feels, because the water is soft and it's so good you can drink it out the faucet. So yeah. So when I go home to Baton Rouge, I drink nothing but tap water. Yeah.
Baton
That's-
Rouge. Hey,
It's all I ever
what are you
drank
doing?
growing up.
So you're from Baton Rouge. You were a Marine. You were a Jarian.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
So what did you do in the Marines?
The first 4 years I was a field radio operator for a artillery unit. So I called for fire. And the way it goes in the Marine Corps, if you're smart enough to do one thing, then they'll have you kind of do something else without paying. So being a radio operator transitioned into a forward observer. So you can get to sit on the hill and call for fire. Then if you can have the awesome opportunity to work inside the FDC, the fire direction control, and kind of call fire missions from there as well. And then and only then, if you smart enough when you go deploy overseas, like, you know what, we can use you to get our SRBs, in order. So we'll need you to work at battalion, to work in admin, pick up additional MOS, and then start doing mail. So so at the end of my term, I had 3 MOSs. I was a 2531 field radio operator. I think I was an 8641, a sensor surveillance operator. and a 0121, a admin clerk or whatever. Didn't get paid for any additional MOS, but since you had that great spirit and can-do attitude, we could use you to do that without having to pay somebody else to go to school for it. So 6 months on job training gets you just that, brother. Loved every minute.
All that extra oorah gets you nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Love every minute of it. Oh yeah.
Well, how long did you do in the Marines? It was like what, 8 years or so?
About 7 years, 10 months, 26 days, something like that.
Okay, nobody's counting.
Poof out.
And then you got out for like how long?
I was out from 01 to 2008 when the Army offered me 20 grand right after Katrina kind of rocked Baton Rouge. And then Hurricane Gustav came in and wiped out what Katrina didn't do. So I will never forget at the December of 08, I had just got laid off at my job on my birthday, December 5th. Maybe how the dates match. A couple of days after that, had a wreck, total loss my car, but I ended up getting, a new rental. Then Hurricane Gustav came and ripped the roof off my apartment. So on the 30th of that month of December, they say, hey, we'll give you 20 grand to come in. We can't let you in with all that rank, but we'll still pay you time and grade and time and service. So in other words, you still get paid as a sergeant, but you got to come in as corporal. I said, a specialist. I said, where do I sign and when do I leave? 20 grand.
That's about familiar.
To where I'm at now, I'm living comfortable and don't have to worry about that anymore.
With that, Steve Air McNair out, the greatest Alcorn State player ever.
Do you see it?
I wish he had an Eddie George, but Derrick Henry. Because I'm just throwing it out there. If you had prime McNair, prime him, and who was y'all's receiver?
Hey, you Frank Wycheck.
No, Dyson, not Dyson.
Dyson, yes. Dyson was.
Yeah, Dyson, 87.
Well, they had one of the greatest tight ends ever, Yeah, just happened to be white. Frank Wycheck.
Yeah, the football.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I forgot about him.
Oh, yeah.
I remember Air McNair, man.
And then, we got Vince Young or whatever, so greatest quarterback ever.
I don't know about all that.
Greatest Rose Bowl ever played. Yeah, ever. USD against Texas. Yeah.
It was
Vince Young, greatest comeback ever. Yeah. So come on, you gotta love the Titans. And who doesn't like one of the fastest man that grazed the earth, Chris Johnson, played for the Tennessee Titans. So,
2,000-yard rushing season, I believe.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy. And Chris Johnson and Derrick Henry are the only person that did it from the same franchise. You know what I'm saying? 2000, both of them. So never been done in NFL. Done by. Yeah.
Nick Chubb is still better than Derrick Henry because he's on the Browns.
You don't believe that?
Wholeheartedly. So you got back into the military. You got in the Army.
Yes.
You got stationed at Demon, right? Or Delta 389 Cav.
And here's this. I was staying at Fort Bliss, but I was from Louisiana, and I am just so oblivious to anything.
You tried to go there?
What was that?
You tried to go there?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. So a part of it, you get 3 duty stations. I picked Georgia, Texas, and Germany. So I'm thinking I'm next door. I'm in Louisiana. I can just get stationed in Texas. I didn't know it was El Paso, Texas. No problem. Get out there. Okay. I'm closer to Mexico. No problem. Hey, what I'm saying? Get 20 grand, and me coming from the Marine Corps, I was just amazed at all the brand new stuff that I got in the Army, like a canteen, like a really new one that I got out the plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Actually, Kevlar that go inside your flak jacket, because all the deployments I did with the Marine Corps, I probably had something from 1970 to zip up Vietnam flak. But hey, we did what we had to do. Okay. So I was happy. But then a year in over there, the retaining sergeant said, hey, Lockett, we hear you from Louisiana. We got a duty station in Louisiana. Are you interested? I was like, hell yeah. So never knew what that mean, you know what I'm saying, when the first sergeant used to say, you know, y'all acting like y'all from the Louisiana National Guard. And I'm just thinking, from Louisiana, what that mean? Needs to say, I was happy. I said, of course I would like to be stationed in Louisiana.
Oh, God.
Never heard of Fort Polk. Didn't do my research. When I'm coming back to the unit, I'm high five. I said, the retention officer, man, he liked me. I only been here like less than a year, and I got orders to Fort Polk. So people start laughing. And I'm like, what are y'all laughing at? They were like, oh, nothing. Yeah. Got out to Fort Polk. Yep. That was the second time the Army got me. But weighed out options. I said 3 hours away from Baton Rouge versus 14 hours. But, you know, they also, you know, fed into, you know, say, like, he was a Marine, so you on the tip of the spear. So we'll put you with 10th Mount. Hey, I didn't know anything about the Army. I was just happy I was going to be in a duty station that's closer to Baton Rouge versus Juarez, Mexico. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, got in there just enough time, you know, get my gear and go to Afghanistan. And thus, that's why I meet you guys at.
The greatest bunch of heathens and debauchery-ridden motherfuckers on the planet.
Listen, let me tell you. And listen, I'm so glad I got a chance to see Housey again. Hey, I want to give you your flowers, brother. You were, I admired you. I definitely admired you. You know, it wasn't my first rodeo or whatever. You know, I deployed 95, 97, 99, you know, been that, done that with the Marine Corps or whatever. So when we went downrange with you, you kept the unit, you know what I'm saying, kind of, I'm not going to say all tensed up or whatever. I mean, to me, you know what I'm saying, you were serious, but you wasn't like that serious, and that's great leadership style or whatever. You know, you wasn't a pretender, and people respected you, and you know, I liked you, so I thought like I was the last one. You know, I think Cersei and, you know, Harris told me about you or whatever. So, you know, me being the person I am, got to sit back and observe, but no, you were pretty good. So, you know what I'm saying? You had the ability to keep the team together, unlike some of the ones that we knew. So you definitely, when we went out the wire, you made sure that we were safe. You made sure we was ready, and you took care of us. That what we needed. Man. You know what I'm saying? So
most of those guys were with us. They didn't have the experience to do diddly squat.
Right.
And then they didn't want to listen to anybody because they knew everything. And Jesus Christ.
Oh, can I help you? Can I help you with that, Staff Sergeant Householder?
Do not use my slave name.
Yeah.
I got there in early 2009. So when the guys came back from Iraq, you know, I was on Rear D. From the time we got to our unit, Top came, got our third commander or whatever. We were in lanes. And it was like, we still had people like Heavy, Galindo, and stuff like that who deployed with them before. But then a bunch of the new guys who I came in with, they're like, oh, yeah, this is how you do that. I'm like, bitch, we came here together. How do you know what to do in Afghanistan? Like,
yep.
I don't know what to do. Did you go there last night? Like,
yeah.
Man, there's nothing that can prepare you for real life like real life.
Yeah, like, you know, and really truly, I noticed that for some of the first termers. So, you know, we kind of formed like a brotherhood. We was downrange, call ourselves the councils. If you know, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we kind of did everything together, kept those guys rallied, and you know, I assured them that, you know, after deployment, after, you know, military service, you know what I'm saying, the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, didn't stop, because I was always told, and it's still that it's us and them. Us meaning the veterans stick together, them meaning the civilian, and that's civilian. And, you know, and right now, you know, where I live at out in Lake Charles, I don't have one civilian friend. All of my friends are military, retired, or whatever. And it works. It definitely works for me. You know, so
it's about the same, yeah.
Because he goes to that LaBerge and Golden Nugget, gets some free drinkies, and puts his little slots in.
Okay, so
whoa. You get free drinks there?
Don't know what he's talking about, because I don't drink and don't smoke, and I like my money. So nah, it don't happen. So I was doing that when they was offering, you know, say free meals on Veteran Day. So yeah, I make my debut over that then. I'll go to the buffet before the World Cup.
I'm about to say, have you had the buffet at LeBeur's on breakfast? That's the best breakfast you'll ever get in any buffet.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
the only time I ever went in one of them casinos was for that ball. Me and Sanders rolled down there. Sanders like, "Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm like, dude, I bought my ticket. I'm gonna go down there, eat and leave." He's like, "Really? Yeah, let's do that." So he picks me up. We go down there. We're there long enough to eat, and we leave at their freaking ball.
Bro, that is so householder right there. You know, he's going there for the mission, the objective. Go do the ball and leave. It's like it's a whole casino. No, we're not here for that. We're here for the ball. That's the ball.
Look, I paid like $20 for that crappy meal. I was eating it.
Yeah.
And that's an hour some away. No interstates, just highway 171 to Fort Polk.
Straight shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta go through the D rider.
Oh yeah.
Me and Sanders were probably there for 45 minutes at most.
Yeah. I went to 2 balls. One as when in the military when I was in, and the other one I was at the Golden Nugget with my ex, you know, having a few drinks, smoking a little weed, and Battle's
Not
like,
you.
yo, I'm like, Battle? Here, 389 was having their ball, and I'm like, yo, you guys want to go outside and smoke a blunt? Like,
oh man.
Oh yeah. It was military.
389. Yeah and no. Okay. Hey, full disclaimer, this is gonna be exclusive for you guys. That is the only time, like I said, my whole entire military career, Marine Corps and Army, I was kind of afraid. Not only because where I was comfortable with the Afghans, but I was one of 3 African American in a all cavalry unit. So the little games that they was kind of playing with me, it kind of made me wonder, okay, is this what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that part. Never in my whole military career have I ever been somewhat afraid. And it wasn't because of the people where I was, it was the unit I was with. And yeah, like you want to use the term lack of diversity, and you kind of felt that, that unit.
Yeah. And that's God, I you know how to try to explain. I don't know, like you guys are probably better. I suck at explaining anything, but trying to explain to somebody how the military is broken down, like how the Army's broken down, like size wise from like your team, your squad, your platoon, you know, company.
Yeah.
I was telling Bruce the other day, because me and him were talking about it. It's just crazy. Like there's a lack of diversity. But you know, E7, 8, 9 has to be all DA select and have to have so many males, so many females, so many of this, so many of that, so many of this, so many of that. And it's like, bitch, where? Because I don't see it.
And as crazy as I can tell you this much, you know what I'm saying, between the two branches serve, it may have been somewhere in the Marine Corps, but you didn't know it just because you did everything together. When I went on the Army side, you definitely felt that, you know what I'm saying, okay, you might have a little, you know, a little lack of diversity, you know, and you felt it. So, you know, me being the person that I am, like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever. But yeah. And you know, the crazy thing, I mean, you know, I did see some things that I didn't see in the Marine Corps. You know, I got to see the first African American Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps after the Commandant made the most asinine statement, you know what I'm saying, about African American officers compared to, other officers. They make good officers because they couldn't swim or whatever. Yeah, they immediately fired him the next day. And then that's what kind of opened a little scope of, okay, so the Marine Corps, you know, have lack of diversity. So, but you didn't know it until that remark. You know what
Until
I'm saying?
it's brought to the
It's gotta be
attention.
the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I was like, what? Yeah.
Well, that's just like we were talking. I think it was 2 podcasts ago when we had his oldest on, or before that. There was a no whites allowed Christmas
Oh,
party in Boston
in
that the mayor put out.
yeah.
Wait,
No, it wasn't.
what?
It was a councilwoman. Yeah.
What?
Some
Yeah,
councilwoman was having a Christmas party. No whites allowed Christmas party. And the
yeah,
problem wasn't that she was doing it. It was the problem was that the white people found out about it.
because the email got sent out massive, like a mass to everybody instead of just a certain people. It was
Yeah.
supposed.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a stab in in
Please.
Boston.
Yeah, I want to
where
say it was
white
the
people can be. So I'm gonna assume that the person that said that was,
Chinese. I think
what?
she's
Was
Asian.
it?
She's Asian. Yeah, she's
Oh, it was an Asian.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay, well, no. Oh, okay. All right.
He's like, my
All right,
guilt has gone away.
Well, no. I was just trying to say, like, we don't do nothing like that. Like, what? Oh, like, you had me go off for a moment, roommate. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, but this is Boston, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the Michelle Wu, the Boston mayor.
So it was the mayor?
She,
I thought it was councilwoman.
yeah, does not want the city council members to attend a city hall holiday party.
Oh, yeah, but wait a minute. But you gotta look at it, you know what I'm saying, objectively, right? Could be a cultural thing, traditional, having a thing.
I think
Yeah.
I think it was
Man, that's
mostly
just like in the Army. If you're inviting people from work in the Army, you got to invite everybody.
the fuck you
It's
do.
the same idea right there. Yeah, if it's a work thing, like that was a work thing.
It makes it mandatory fun.
Oh, yeah. So
You're being
so
voluntold to be there.
That's why I said, hey, listen, in the Marine Corps, you didn't have a choice. If you was an NCO, you was bringing your soldier to your house for Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah.
What's next? Okay,
Yep.
so they in the barracks and they find out first shot, they was over the back for Thanksgiving. If any one of them NCOs did get anybody from their platoon or their battery over there, yeah, you go here.
Yeah.
So, it's in the Marine Corps,
Yep.
your subordinates was a reflection of you. You got promoted based on how they was. So, you're gonna take care of them whatsoever. So that's why I said you didn't get a chance to see anything because your career depended on it. And that's how build camaraderie and cohesiveness or whatever, because that's how it goes. And if you wore the stripes, if it wasn't no question, if I tell you to give me 3 rocks off the hill, it's gonna be sergeant, and go get the 3 rocks off the hill. As the first time, I went over to the Army, I asked the sergeant son, and they didn't know how to answer the question. And it blew my fucking mind, because it was like, there's no fucking way I asked you a question. I'm talking E5, sergeant. And you told me, I don't know. I've never heard that my entire Marine Corps career. A subordinate asks you a question, and you're like, I don't know. Huh?
It doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Blows you off.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
I can't tell you how many.
I had a great time. I broke all kind of records when I joined the Army or whatever. I came in this thing called it was like MOST, where you already had your it was some designed for prior service, mainly Navy, Air Force, Army.
Is that the class where they had to go teach you how to be Army kind of thing?
Yeah. The 3-week course or whatever. Wasn't designed for the Marine Corps. I didn't have to do it, but I found out 2 weeks in, like, oh yeah, like you was in the Marine, you didn't have to do this. But 3-week crash course, show you how to PT, shoot a rifle, that deal. But you already had your skill, you know what I'm saying? So, so we were like specialists in the class with privates. I mean, it was great. And we get to talk on our cell phones and everything. So you see the boot camp, and you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that was nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was the first specialist they had as a platoon sergeant. You know what I'm saying? So trust and believe. For those who didn't know, all the little jokes and stuff that they had about like the Army and the Marine Corps when I got there were absolutely true. And for the people who didn't know that I was prior service, was in the Marine, was an NCO in the Marine, and they was like, because I made a huge name for myself when I got the Fort Police. Like, who the fuck is this specialist? You know, he called cadence. He's top of his class. He know how to drill. You know, he's come to work squared away. And somebody asked, hey, he used to be a sergeant in the Marine. Like, oh, that's why. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, hey, you know, no problem. You know, I sit back in the cut. It's like, let me straight. I'm getting paid the same thing you doing with no responsibility. I left it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. But you best to believe every chance that I got to show that I could do. Oh yeah, it was like there's no fucking way this specialist know all this shit. So yeah, somebody had to reveal, hey, this guy been a sergeant since 1998. It's 2009. So that shit that y'all doing, it ain't nothing to him.
Child's play.
Child's play.
Yeah.
You know, we had to run 3 miles in the Marine Corps. Even at 34, when I went back in, I was still way ahead of my peers. Like 2 miles. Oh God, I can do this.
Oh my God, dude. Delta, I think we had when we would do runs, because like I've seen 4 first sergeants, probably about 4 or 5 commanders, 4 commanders come through. I can't tell you how many platoon sergeants I had in one company, right? I can't tell you how many E5, E6 I've seen fail PT tests, not be able to complete a run. How many people came into that unit somehow? It's like, how'd you get out of AIT and you got a permanent profile for everything?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is the Army we're in. This is.
Hey, you got it. Yeah, y'all got to talk to Heavy one day. This blew my mind. This is just how oblivious I've been with like the scale of like the military. So Heavy, I met Heavy looking like y'all. He had a beard. I fucking never seen that in the fucking Marine Corps.
And Heavy was like, there before I was.
What? You know what I'm saying? Like flip flops. So I'm just thinking, you know, I'm checking in the unit. You know, I'm squaring away. I got my, you know, orders bag and stuff. And he was just so lame. Man. We sit and laugh to this day about that. He was like, with a cigarette, some flip flops, a beard. And I'm like, you can be in the military with a fucking beard. Like,
no.
Now,
like, yeah, you know, hey man, I was a fucking maze, man.
That guy.
I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea how he got away with so much shit. I've never seen anybody like him. Never before or after.
Heavy had a way about him though, like his persuasion, where it was like,
that's what I say. It's personality, charisma, and he knew his shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was it. But that part, I've never seen the experience. You know what I'm saying? So you just think, you know what I'm saying? You know how we all, you know, one set discipline, everything come from the Marine Corps and see to the Army. I'm like, you get to fucking have beards, a profile. Never heard of none of that.
Oh
until, man, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I would dare do that kind of stuff.
Everything was so different when I came back in. Dude, I'm in a recruiter. He's in there. He looks at me and goes, you know, the Army's changed a lot since you got out. I looked at him and go, it's the Army. How much could it really change? He just looked at me, smiled, and started shaking his head, saying, okay, that son of a bitch never told anybody such a truth in his life.
Yeah, I was like, wow. And again, I was just so like locked in or whatever. Like, I would never call, you know what I'm saying, housey like a sergeant. You'd be like staff sergeant. I'm dressed by the rank, and it was like, well, you technically today this, and I'm just like, no, that's like a slap of somebody. I'm called a staff sergeant, a fucking sergeant or whatever. Like, no, you know what I'm saying. So I couldn't get myself to do that because I thought that was respect. You earned it, whatever. So that's your freaking title. But it's like, yeah, everybody's a sergeant until you get to such and such. And I'm like, fuck no. I try that shit in the fucking Marine Corps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, call a fucking staff sergeant a fucking sergeant. Get punched in the fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's where they sell the rejects.
You get punched in the fucking mouth. You know, so no. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that part. But you know, I enjoyed every moment. I think everything happened for a reason. You know, I think, you know, God brings people together for a reason. You know, I got to experience the different leadership styles or whatever. And even to this day, to kind of see like Housey right now, same demeanor, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've seen him upset. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever seen him upset.
I have.
You know what I'm saying?
Couple times. One time he was gonna smoke me. Shut the fuck up, Fox. Don't make me smoke you. I'm like, I don't even know you.
Yeah. It just seems like he's that dad. Like, all right, you know, if you do it, yeah, I'm going to, you know. But yeah, he wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody liked him. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to see how Bruce was like at 25, 26, I go watch the episode with his son Ryan. I think how Bruce was. Oh shit! Hold on, let me get my beer, and he got a cup this big, and it's like, you know, he's just sipping on it. I'm like, that was Bruce.
That was you.
Hmm?
You was like that. You was a big drinker.
Wow.
Like no responsibility, no discipline, just a free spirit, right?
If I had all the money I spent on beer and just while I was in Korea, I'd be a rich man.
Look, so my whole take is once you get in leadership, it fucking changes you, you know, because it's not about you anymore. You know, it's like, all right, so those guys are looking up to you. They depending on you for promotion, for pay, for guidance, for fucking answers. So
and half of them cause you to drink.
You got.
Look, if you had heavy insurance, you know, them motherfuckers working for you, wouldn't you want to go home and have one or two?
Hey, send them the picture. Send them the picture. I sent it to you, roommate. You know what I'm saying? Those are my guys.
Four of you?
Yeah, those are my guys. Gordon, Sunscreen, and Harris. You know what I'm saying?
See, I remember Gordon.
Yeah.
He came to us, I think, from like Golf Company or something. Like he came to us when we went to Afghanistan. I don't think he was with us the whole time. Like he was only with us, like rotation. Get your RFI.
Actually, maybe I do remember. I remember Gordon. I don't think it's the same one. Maybe it is. Shit.
I want to say he come from Golf Company because we got a lot of those people from Golf 525 Field Artillery. Their support. We got a lot of them.
Yeah, Gordon's on the staff now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing well. And Sunscreen is a chef, so his name is Chef Damien. So he
down in Florida?
No, he was so good they wanted him to get the Atomic Bahamas in Dallas up in
Dallas. That's right.
So he is Chef Sunscreen, and he is like the real fucking deal. So I'm definitely proud of, you know what I'm saying?
When are you going to Dallas next time?
I could anytime. So I think I'm gonna pop up on.
I'm coming out there because I'm gonna go see Mafara in H-Town. I got to go through the big LC. That exit 23 hit that sulfur, son. Highway 27.
Hey, listen, I've never been to Lake Charles until I moved there. Okay, so Calhoun, all the places, sulfur, Lackasee. Listen, the furthest north from Baton Rouge, maybe Opelousas that way. Baton Rouge, New Orleans, that's it. Anything else? No.
This man stayed in the Cajun Crossroads from like Marksville down to Lafayette.
Never heard of any of them until I came over this side. So like sulfur, I'm like Googling, like, you know, where am I at? But I know prime location. I'm exactly 2 hours from Baton Rouge, exactly 2 hours from Houston. Life is good. So once you leave Fort Polk or Fort Johnston right now, you get up
Big Johnson.
To get to the promised land. Yeah, this life after that base. You know what I'm saying?
I used to work for a towing company there on McNabb Street in Lake Charles. I know everything from probably the border. Well, no, I mean, probably from Beaumont, Texas, going west, probably all the way up to the 64, 65 in Jennings.
Hey, Brucey, y'all got to know this is key. In Lake Charles, everything is 12 minutes away. Walmart, your mall, your movie theater, the casino, Sam's Club, everything.
Which Walmart?
It ain't like that in my house.
If you live by Prean Lake Road, You're by everything.
I'm
in Lake
off
Charles.
East McNeese. I'm in the subdivision.
Oh, you. I
called
know where you're at.
Morganfield.
You're on the
Yeah.
south end.
You know what I'm saying? So right there. You know, McNeese
Rumi,
up the road. I'm everywhere right there. Derrick Drive, everything just right there. I'm literally 3 minutes away.
My ex used to live over there by the firehouse, but on McNeese behind the stadium.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the big Lake Charles. We're gonna have to.
I love it, man. You listen, I wouldn't be anywhere else like I'm supposed to be here in Lake Charles. I love it. They embrace the military community here. Do you hear me?
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've everywhere I've been throughout my military career, Lake Charles have to be the most friendliest. And yeah, I love this place. You know, bought a house here in 2019. I love it.
You know, I was a cop in Lake Charles before I got let go. I just figured, tell you that.
You work for the Lake Charles Police Department.
I got let go.
Brucey, do you hear this? Foxy.
All right, so
I heard it. I heard it. I've heard part of this. I've heard most of the story before.
I was truck driving, right, for TMC. Old girl.
2-man cuddling.
2-man cuddling. She she lived in Lake Charles, right there off of McNeese. Like her whole kinfolk from there. Her dad was an officer. He's like, "You want a job?" And I was like, "Sure." Well, they started doing stuff, and I'm like, I started questioning, and I'm like, "Oh, can we do it this way?" They're like, "No, you military guys think you know everything." I'm like, well, I'm not going to go put my whole fucking body in a room to clear it. I'm going to use a different method. Like just some of that stuff, their shooting techniques. I'm like, why wouldn't I just like lean up against something? Well, what if it's not there? I was like, find something to fucking lean up on. Like, what are you fucking retarded? Like if somebody's shooting at you and you don't know, jump on the ground, maybe find something, cover concealment. Well, yeah. Me and my trainer, we got into it because she started popping off the N-word. And I'm just like, whoa. I was like, my child is black and, my wife at the time is black. And she's just like, all right, cool. She dealt with the stop. I just watched it all. I was like, man, fuck you. Get your ass beat. I don't care. So we get back. DC has something to say to me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to help her. Like if I see her getting her ass beat, she deserves it. You can't call somebody, especially that word in the American South. You don't want to, don't go there.
Yeah.
But then I was at the ball and I was taking a piss. I wasn't drinking at the time.
What?
I quit drinking at that time because one, I couldn't afford it and I wasn't going to be running no more. So I'm not working out. So I don't drink no more. But I was taking a piss. I'm a little bit of a shy peer. Guy comes up and slaps me on the back. I says, what the fuck? And I'm like, hey, back the fuck up, bro. I don't care who you are. My dick's in my hand. Like, so after that and another situation, they were kind of like, maybe this isn't best for you. I was like, yeah, not for fucking $15 an hour. I'm going to go. I damn near doubled my money and went in towing for a while. Oh, it was horrible. They were the dumbest human beings on the planet.
Wait, Foxy, what year was this, bro?
I got out January 20th, 14, mid 15, like that February 15.
June of 2015 is when I first made debut in Lake Charles.
So it was probably, I was there. I was definitely in Lake Charles, but I was already working at a towing company then, doing way better, making way more money.
And let me tell you, so I remember this incident with the Lake Charles police. I had my nephew. I just moved in. I moved in this place on Power Center. I forgot these condos or whatever, right? So I just dropped my nephew home from Baton Rouge because he helped me move. So I brought him back. So I still, not knowing the address, just doing the time using the Garmin, right?
Yeah.
I'm right down the street from Power Center Parkway, right? So I get pulled over at that light, right, where the Walmart Taco Bell at, Fox, right?
Yeah.
Right at that corner. It's because I didn't know that if that was my street to turn or whatever, Lake Charles police pulled me over, whatever, saying, I was kind of going too slow, whatever. So I'm trying to explain to them, like, hey, I literally just moved here yesterday. And I just brought my nephew on. I'm
trying to get home.
Familiarize myself with the area or whatever. So this person want to make me try to take a sobriety. I'm like, I don't drink none of this stuff or whatever. So, they see the military issue, medicine I got or whatever. And, he's like, what medicine is, like, I can't pronounce it. It's just some high blood pressure medicine, but I can't pronounce it. And they're like, oh, so you don't know the medicine you take? Hey, get out the car. Such and such. I'm like, worse. But to my testament, I think I was like the first person in Lake Charles to have a 2015 Buick LaCrosse. So yeah, man, pulled out a brand new car. You know what I'm saying? Like black guy. Yeah. So
he's selling drugs.
He's selling drugs.
He's selling blood pressure drugs. He's selling blood pressure drugs. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's got counterfeit Viagra.
Other than that, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So,
there's a lot of beautiful spots in Lake Charles, like over there off of 210. There's a couple parks over there. You can get like take your kayaks in. You can go over the bridges and stuff into Lake Charles and Pretty Ann Lake, or Calcasieu Lake. Over there at the riverfront. I love the riverfront.
I mean, I'm just stick at home. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going to one of the veteran service organizations like VFW, American Legion, Marine Corps League, DAV, that's it. Home, one of them organizations, back. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My house set up like I wanted. Everybody's good. Ever since we came back home from range, I just wanted the feeling of walking on carpet or something other than rocks between my feet and a chair. So,
yes.
I got comforter chairs throughout everything else. So that's all I just want to do, just have like a good chair. Not even more so sleep. I don't sleep, I'm up all night just because of the 30 minutes the whole year we was down in Afghanistan. I'm trying to stay up here on the swivel because if the rapture come, I want to be up. And then, we had, those guys working inside the fob with us. So, I mean, I'm constantly be on alert. So, yeah, so I'm still on that Afghanistan time. However, I do not sleep, brothers. I do. It ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a man cave, I just China Surfer on Xbox. So yeah.
But you're are you a VSO now?
Yeah.
For what people don't know, it's a veteran service officer.
Veteran service officer for the DAV. Actually, I'm the senior vice commander for my local chapter out here. Yeah.
And
I'm the senior vice commander for the VFW, and I'm the senior vice commandant for the Marine Corps League.
So this is the guy to know, Bruce. He's the low guy in high places.
So
I don't know, man. The guy that filled out my paperwork for this last time, he was in the Air Force.
Oh fuck! You got 1,000% covered.
Those Air Force guys now.
He's already screwed.
Yeah. Oh.
So you two guys offline. I promise you, I'm gonna take care of you because once I transition from volunteering my time, I want to be a full-time 99.99, a remote controller, and that's what I want to do. Just be home and flick my remote control on my TV in my man cave here. And that's it.
Oh, that's my goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I still didn't check my lottery ticket either.
Oh, no. Bruce, you better, because we've got a bungalow to build, buddy.
Oh, we gotta win.
Hey, he's not my real dad, so I don't get all the inheritance. I get partial. He's not my real dad, everybody.
He's like, yeah, hey, gotta get them bungalows in. They going fast. Yeah.
I gotta build one.
They going fast, bro. Yeah.
So, Mr. Lockett, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to play? Anybody want to shout out?
And definitely, it's good to see the guys, brothers I went down range with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm go definitely support your channel. Gotta, since I got a few left followers, in the veteran community, Tell them to check out, what you're doing. Proud of you, Rumi. Definitely glad to see, Brucey again. My housey guy. Yeah. You were that, brother. I really.
I'll probably
admire
see you in
you.
about 2 weeks.
And you know what I'm saying? And everybody knew at one point that they're gonna have to transition out the military. So, if you was probably that asshole or whatever, if somebody saw you on the street, yeah, it was on. So fortunate enough, to really.
Gee, I don't know of anybody that punched somebody in the mouth once they got out.
Well, yeah, so like definitely. But just to clear the record, Lockett had no problem with white people or anybody.
No, hey, he didn't. I remember one time I had to hey man, it's like 2 a.m. You mind turning it down? But he's like, hey, yeah, everybody turn it down. That was never had an issue. Never had an issue living with Lockett. It was the easiest, funnest time because I knew it was like coming home. The bitch was gonna be clean. It was gonna be quiet. And I knew if I needed a snack, like 2 a.m., you wake up, you got some sugar, be like, hey, Lockett, what you got? He opened a trunk, another trunk. This man he was like red in Shawshank. I can get what was it? I'm a guy who can locate certain things from time to time.
Oh yeah, that was the truth. Whatever you needed.
Oh yeah.
I left 3 tough boxes of supplies over there. So
yeah.
Next person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you have anybody who wants to come on, I mean, if they got even guys we don't know.
We got to get the family on, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna definitely tell Harris, Gordon, Cernsey, or whatever about you guys or whatever. I love to see Brucey.
Maybe we can organize something like where Cernsey has to make a bunch of appetizers. Just throwing it out there.
Or
Bruce will smoke chicken.
Or you guys can bring the podcast over to his restaurant. You know what I'm saying? What about that?
Well, Lockett, I did tell you I am leaving here probably in a week or two to do like a big ass road trip for a few months. I'm gonna maybe.
Hey, so hey, if you hey Foxy, hey, you got my word. You're in the Lake Charles area, got a guest room. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for a hotel, brother. I got you.
I almost come through and catch up with you, bro.
You could go from Lockett's spare room instead of Mom's.
Then Johnny.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. Ooh. But you definitely in the Lake Charles area, man. And you stop at the course, man. You welcome here, brother.
Oh shit! Hey, I'm gonna stop at Billy's Boudin and get some on the way in Louisiana.
The best ever. Never heard of such a thing, but the best ever. Chicken.
What?
Chicken crack.
I don't know. You talking about that place over there on
Billy's with Seller. And the Scots. Right. It's a place off exit. What is it called? No, it's in Highway. It's called In-Laws.
Oh,
In-Laws,
I know right where you're talking.
Billy's off of exit 97.
Yep, you got to go up towards 165, going towards Kinder.
You know what I'm saying? Best ever. And trust me, you know what I'm saying? Brucey will just taste anything.
Hey, just for anybody out there, Best Boudin is the best stop in Scott, Louisiana on Highway 97. Highway 93 on exit 97. Going north.
Exit 97, Billy's, bro. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely
right. Boudin's good. Cracklins? Yeah.
No, this is chicken. Chicken cracklins, brothers. Chicken cracklins.
Yeah.
It's chicken. It's chicken. Trust me, it's chicken.
That might be a little too white for me.
Yeah.
Just saying. I don't know.
Hey, trust me, Brucey. It's
the whole crackling part. Just
it's chicken.
No.
Cracklins and eggs.
Okay.
Bro? Oh my God.
It's chicken. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Chicken should be fried,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, and
rotisserie,
great
soup, pulled chicken instead of pulled pork. That's good shit too.
For a second, you got to step out your culture for a second, brother. Okay, yeah.
I don't know about all that.
I've had regular cracklins.
No, but this is chicken. This is all chicken, sir. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This guy. Gentlemen,
bring
it
some-
was a pleasure for you guys to meet me again. You know what I'm
Hell yeah,
saying?
we're gonna bring you. You're coming back on.
Shout
Sooner or
out.
later.
All right, Brucey, take us out with your greatest speech ever.
Wear sunscreen. Unless you want to, don't add or subtract from the population. Don't drink and drive.
Oh yeah.
Don't use
We're
gasoline to start a charcoal fire.
Exactly. Your food will taste like crap. Use chapstick. It's wintertime. You get dried out.
Don't be a dumb
What else is there?
lost on her tummy.
What about the domestic abuse? That don't do that. Yeah.
Don't condone it. If you do, use a paperback book.
Yep. So you don't show. Yep. Or oranges.
Now, these are actual things, people, that we actually had in actual safety briefs on Fridays. Like, these are things that people actually had to hear. So this is not us being funny.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Stay safe. Don't get taken, NiMRoDs. We will see you again soon enough.
Yeah.